At the Last Supper, Jesus gave his disciples a new commandment. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. And he shows what he means by this by washing his disciples' feet. We may sometimes wonder whether Jesus couldn't find a more convenient place than feet to demonstrate his love. But the awkwardness of feet is the point. When Peter said to Jesus, "You will never wash my feet," Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no share with me." Whether we want to admit it or not, we are foot self-conscious people. It is difficult for us, embarrassing, to strip off shoes and socks and to allow someone to wash your feet. Indeed, it might be said that the one who allows his foot to be washed is making himself more vulnerable than the foot washer is. Our feet do a lot of work and come in for a lot of ordinary abuse in our daily lives. Adult feet are oddly shaped and smelly. They have calluses and blisters and blemishes. They are sometimes swollen and discolored. Most of the time we don't see one another's feet, but when we bare our feet for washing, we expose the pains and discomforts and secrets that we live with day by day, hidden under the respectability of shoes and socks. Allowing our feet to be washed is an intimate gesture that makes us vulnerable to one another. As we eat our Christian Passover meal this evening, as Jesus feeds us with his own body and blood, he is caring for our feet. He is forming us in his own likeness, preparing us to follow in his footsteps to Calvary. Our feet may, like our souls, come in funny shapes. They are probably tired, calloused, swollen, and careworn. But Jesus comes to each of us as our servant and kneels at our feet. He takes our feet and refreshes them with water. As he washes them, he handles our feet all over, coming to know where we hurt, where we are scarred and calloused, where we are swollen and tender, and we know his healing touch. He rubs and dries them with a towel. He molds our feet. He molds us with the impress of his love. He shapes our feet. He shapes us, so that where he places his feet on the way to Calvary, there we shall be able to press our own feet into the imprint of his. St. Peter learned from his mistakes. As he wrote to the early church, "Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example, so that you should follow in his steps." Amen.